I kept applying and each school kept denying me. I'm telling you, please take that LSAT prep course. It is very meaningful. And if you're studying by yourself, get rid of any distractions.
Only bad on me, bad on me, bad on me, bad on me.
Live, laugh, love. Haven't you heard? It's Jay Bird back with another video. Hey, Jay Birds, what's up? What it is? What's up? What it is? I have not done a video like this in a hot second. I have not done a video where I've been actually sitting in my YouTube kind of space in my parents' house in a minute. Most of my videos have been vlogs lately, which I hope you guys like. If you don't like it, let me know below in the comments. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Friday at 3 p.m. Why 3 p.m. Eastern time? Because 3 is my favorite number. No other reason. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. If you absolutely hate it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know. I take criticism well. I saw you. Hello. It's Crystal. She just got back home from school. I want to shout out Alana for giving the idea to actually film this video. And I'm going to put her YouTube channel right here. Go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Subscribe. I don't know why I just did a whole song. But shout out to you, Alana, sister. I love you so much. Woo-hoo. I vlogged the entire experience of me going to take my LSAT for the first time, and then I ended up taking the video down because the video only had received 13 views. But now I realize I don't care. I'm just going to post as much content as, because if people are watching it and I'm getting 10 views, that's what matters. So I really appreciate you guys' support, and I appreciate Alana for giving me this idea. So I hope you guys like this video and give it a thumbs up. But anyways, by the title, you know what I'm about to talk about, so let's just jump right into it. So the first time I went to go take my LSAT, I went to go take it in July 2018. However, my score sucked. Okay? My score was a 143, which is substantially low. And most law schools are looking for 150 and above. Some law schools will accept 143, but it's a really short and slim percentage chance and percentile of you getting into any law school that you want to go to. Some people are able to do it depending on your GPA and your personal statement. I applied to the University of Richmond with that score because I did some research and they did accept some or admit some students that had that score that low. However, I don't know their GPA and I did not read their personal statements. I just took the chance because that's the law school that I really wanted to go to. It was close to home. I didn't have to worry about anything. So I sent in my application and for early admission, and they didn't deny me, but they moved me to the normal application poll, and I automatically felt defeated because I wanted to get in. I knew that was the school I wanted to go to. My mom was like, look, they didn't say no, but they didn't say yes. So don't give up hope. Just wait. Waited. In August, I received the information that I wasn't getting into the school. They said it was too competitive. The University of Richmond is a private law school, so they have a smaller class size, and they said in a nice letter that I wasn't up to par with the other candidates that they had received. But they do think I was a good candidate for law school, and they think that I should have kept applying to others. And they said if I always wanted to transfer, I could always come back and talk to them. So I was hurt. But I moved on and I started applying to other schools. I applied to Howard, George Mason, George Washington, and I applied to 6 law schools and they all said no. But by the point of me applying to like my 3rd or 4th law school, I realized that if I kept getting denied, it was my LSAT score. So I decided to retake my LSAT in February. So my score went down to a 137. I became more defeated. I felt like I wasn't worth anything, and I didn't understand why I wasn't doing well on this test. I graduated undergrad cum laude, so my GPA was pretty darn good, I want to say, for me to be active on campus and being in a sorority and all of that. I know my personal statement was decent. I talked about my experience of being the first African-American justice in Richmond, Virginia. I talked about my internships. I talked about how I want to help people and my leadership skills and the definition of citizen leadership. And I just talked about wanting to help people and be involved in pro bono cases and actually help juveniles and participate in family law. So I felt like my personal statement was pretty dang good. However, that didn't get me far. My score was definitely tearing me apart from other candidates. And so I kept applying, and each school kept denying me. After applying to 6 different law schools and I got denied 6 times, I started to give up hope and realize, okay, maybe law school isn't my dream, but I could not think like that. It really bothered me. And then, of course, I had senior sim that year, and I had some of my professors write some of my recommendation letters. So they're asking me what law school am I going to? They just couldn't believe that I didn't get in. Some of them could. I mean, one professor told me that my writing was trash and that it was like a 2-year-old throwing spaghetti at a wall, and that really hurt me because I had finals that week, and then 2 of my friends at the time were awful people and basically destroyed me trusting other people. So, well, destroyed my trust in general. So, I was in a low point and I started to just build up anxiety and think that I couldn't do anything. And I thought that I let my family down by not being accepted to these law schools because I talked about being a lawyer for the past, I don't know, 10 to 15 years of my life. And I still talk about it. So that was a hard period of time of my undergrad experience. One of my mom's friends was talking to her about law school, and they started finding mentors for me. My dad was like, listen, just keep applying, don't give up, there's still Liberty and stuff like that. There's still other schools I can go to in Virginia or DC area. I even applied to America Law and I wasn't accepted either. So I was just applying to schools at this point. Well, one of my mom's friends, a mentee of hers, said, hey, try North Carolina Central. And I didn't think about it. I didn't think about being in another state because, again, I wanted to be close to home. I wanted to go to the University of Richmond. I wanted to be able to commute, know my surroundings, not have to meet new people, and be secure that I could stay at home. So we go visit the school on Memorial Day, and the school's actually closed, but there's this nice man named Officer Martin who just patrols the entire building during the school hours. And he was like, hey, I'll give you a mini tour. You just gotta be quiet because the students were studying for the bar. I did get admitted into the school and accepted, and I took a tour on Memorial Day, saw the students, talked to some students. A lot of students had good things to say. Officer Martin had wonderful things to say about the school, about his job, about everything that he's experienced there. He had been working at the law school for 3 years, securing the school and the building. And the building was gorgeous. The class size 25 or less. It just reminded me of Longwood so much. And on the way down there, we saw a street called Linwood Avenue. And I felt like, to me, that was my sign. Linwood is my grandfather's first name. And also, his sister attended NCCU as an English major, and I'm an English major, post-grad, and political science minor. I just saw it as a sign. A lot of people don't realize that I went to Longwood because there was a street called Griffin Boulevard, and Griffin's my last name, and the Church of Christ was established in 1997. That's really why I went to Longwood. It had nothing to do, I mean, yes, I love the campus and I love the small community and the fact that it was close to home. However, it really was because that I felt like I needed to go to Longwood. Something was pulling me there, and it felt like home. So when I got to NCCU, I just felt like I was at home. Like, this law school is where I'm supposed to be going. And the more and more information I just kept finding about my grandpa and how there's some family who actually went there, just put the cherry on top of my banana split for me to go to NCCU Law School. So then I just turned in my enrollment slip and deposit, and I was ready to go. And I just got my apartment with no guarantor, can't say that word, but yeah, you get the point. And I move in August. Orientation starts in August. Classes start in August. I'm super excited. And I just think it's crazy how God throws different blessings at you from different angles that you've never thought of before. Because I'm telling you, I did not think that I was going to be in a different state. I didn't even think that I was going to just consider the option. But the fact that I am is crazy. And I think it's going to be good for me. And it's going to be a good first year. And I could give an update of my experiences. And of course, some new videos will be coming along. I mean, I am going to be moving into my first apartment by myself. So, of course, I'll do an empty apartment tour and maybe some DIYs or decor videos coming soon when I find time. But I just wanted to make this video to say a couple things. One, keep making YouTube videos. If you're just new like me and you feel like you're not getting a bunch of subscribers, who cares? Keep making them. Somebody's gonna watch your video. That's number one. Number two, be humble, remain humble, and be appreciative of the viewers that you do have, because I'm appreciative of all of you Jaybirds. I really appreciate it. 3, when you are preparing for your LSAT, take that LSAT prep course. Do not be like me and be like, I can study by myself. I can do it. No, because NCCU does not accept a score of 142 or below. I have a score of 143. So that means I barely scratched the surface of even making it into this law school. I'm telling you, please take that LSAT prep course. It is very meaningful. And if you're studying by yourself, get rid of any distractions and take it seriously. Don't be watching Netflix. Don't be hanging out with your boo thing this summer. Don't be trying to have a job and study at the same time, because that's what I did. I worked at Target over the summer and I was trying to study for my LSAT and I couldn't do both. I couldn't because I had a 30-minute break or whatever. I was forcing myself to eat something really quick when I wasn't really hungry because I was afraid I was going to be hungry later, and I had to clock back in, and I'm rushing, trying to highlight stuff. I wasn't really studying. I was just reading. Okay, you need to take it seriously. Number 4 is I would try to build mentorships with people. Try to find a mentor who has gone to law school, been in law for a while, a judge, a magistrate, somebody just in the field, and just start talking to them. A current law student would be really good, someone to talk to. Recently, I just had the experience of meeting people in the district attorney office in Durham, and Sora Michelle was awesome. First of all, I did not expect to just go in the office and her have a whole panel of current students, old professors, old law students, current attorneys to talk to. And it was amazing. And just talking to them, it brought me back to reality of why I want to do this and why I want to work so hard and why I want to be here. So I would encourage that as well. And number 5, I would encourage the fact that it's okay to spend money on the resources that you need to study for your LSAT. The LSAT you also have to pay to take anyways. So you might as well just go ahead and spend money on the resources that you need, or try to ask people to help you pay for the resources that you need. And 6, I would say that while you're an undergrad, and if you already know that you want to go to law school, start looking at law schools your freshman or sophomore year of college. Do not wait to the last minute. And no matter your major, hopefully the university that you're applying to, rule number 7, I guess, tip of advice, would be that you start talking to your advisor and be like, listen, I want my internship. If your school requires an externship or internship or a study abroad, tell them that you want it to be something surrounding philosophy, political science, law, or something, history, something that's going to be revolving around that, so that you can prepare yourself for law school and you can start making connections. Because at Longwood, as an English major, my internship was either doing educational work or doing a one-on-one with a doctor or professor, or working at the Moton Museum. I chose the Moton Museum I chose it because of the Civil Rights Acts and everything that the Moton Museum stood for. But I also chose it because of civil rights law. So definitely start talking about it with your advisors early on in your academic or undergraduate academic career, because time will pass you by in a heartbeat, and you'll be like me, graduated from undergraduate experience, and you'll look back at it like, wow, those 4 years went by, or 5 years for some, hopefully just 4, but understandable. 4 in a semester is understandable, but those 4 years for me went by just like that, and I realized that I needed to take my LSAT, and I was not prepared. So if you guys want more advice or you want more videos like this, give this video a thumb up. Please watch my channel, subscribe, and again, don't forget, I post videos every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shout out to Alana again. Make sure you guys give her a thumbs up and subscribe to her channel and watch her videos. Love you guys very much, and thank you so much, Jaybirds, for all of your support.
Bad lifestyle, really spend security bag. All these bad looking for attention.